my channel. So I know this is going to be a full IVF update today. However, I'm not going to cry. It's absolutely fine. Like I said in my last video that I talked about my IVF journey, I don't really cry. So God knows where that came from. So I've been getting a lot of questions and loads of absolutely amazing messages. So many people wishing me good luck and telling me that they're thinking of me and sending me all their positive stories. It's just been so lovely. So thank you so much for all your kind messages. I do read them all, try to reply to most of them, or just give them a little like if there's loads. So yeah, don't think they don't go unread because they are very much appreciated. So what's happened since I made my last video? I talked about in my last video that I was going to be doing a modified natural cycle. So because my embryos are frozen, I have to choose whether I have the artificial cycle or the natural cycle. And after my private appointment, we decided to go with the modified natural cycle. So since I last spoke to you, what's happened is I started on the Cyclogest. I actually had to take that while I was away with my friends, and I was really worried that A, I'd forget to take it, so I set a reminder on my phone, and B, that I'd get really horrible side effects from it. I did a lot of research, and a lot of people said they get hot flushes, they get really bad bloating, and I was sharing a room with my lovely friend and I was having a little panic that I was going to wake her up. It was fine. I got no side effects whatsoever. Honestly, don't worry if you're taking Clomid. For me, it didn't really give me much of a reaction. It was quite a mild dosage and it was only for 5 days, so maybe that's why. So after that, you go back for a scan, and at the scan, basically they're looking to see how much your follicles have grown. And I had my first scan on Saturday, which I talked about briefly in my other video, and they were on track. They weren't quite big enough, but they were on track. And then I had my other scan on Monday and they're now long enough. So they've reached over 18 millimeters, which means we're good to go for the transfer. I'm not going to say the specific date that I'm going to be having the transfer or the day, because you have to be really relaxed. There's no stress. So I probably won't be on social media much that day, which might give it away which day it is. And so it's just, I think the well wishes are absolutely gorgeous, but when you have the transfer, you don't know if it's worked or not. But I will keep you posted when I know kind of like either way, eventually, if it's worked or not. So one of the things that I've done during this process, which to try and increase the chances of it working this time, was have the endometrial scratch. So the scratch basically is what it's called. So it's to basically go in and scratch the lining of your womb. Now the reason that they do this is to increase the chances of the embryo sticking, and I've heard loads of success stories of people that have had this procedure. You do have to pay for it, but it's less than £200. It's absolutely worth it. Some people might get it on the NHS, but for me it was something that I would have had to have paid for, and it was uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. I did scare myself a little bit by going on Google, and now I kind of wish that I didn't. But it's way more uncomfortable than a smear test, but it's not unbearable. And luckily for me, the woman was talking to me about a slimming world while I was having it done. So that took my mind off it. And afterwards, the doctor was like, oh my God, you didn't even flinch. She was like, you did really well. And I was like, yay, thank you. So yeah, it wasn't nice, but it's manageable. And afterwards, you're fine. I felt a little bit woozy because obviously it's quite painful. More of like your body going into shock, I guess. But I could drive afterwards. My sister came with me, so thank you so much, Emma. Love you loads. And when we got back, I just got in my car and drove home. So yeah, it was absolutely fine. No real pain afterwards. Slight bit of bleeding, but nothing to worry about. The second thing that I'm doing to try and improve my chances this time is having acupuncture. Now, I was recommended this lady, this lady comes very highly recommended by a lot of successful cases that have been to see her. She's fairly local, so I had a consultation with her. and I decided I was going to go for it, and that's to have acupuncture. So the lady's name is Jackie. I'll pop her information in the comments below if anybody's interested. I pay for my treatment just like anybody else, so I'm not singing her praises for any other reason other than to pass on this useful information to you. Now, with acupuncture, you need to find somebody that is specialised in fertility if you're going to do it, and be open-minded. I was quite closed-minded with acupuncture. It wasn't something that I tried the first time round. Just because I didn't really know enough about it and I didn't really understand the benefits of it, and obviously it's more money. So I thought, well, this time I can't ignore the amount of people that have fed back to me through my Facebook page, through my Instagram, through YouTube, through people that I know. So many people have said, you know what, we had it and it helped, it worked. So I'm going to give it a go. Now, on my cycle, I went to have it because I've already got my embryos frozen. My acupuncture isn't to stimulate ovulation or anything like that. My acupuncture is to make sure that my womb and everything is ready for the transfer. So it's all about blood flow, and it's all about getting that blood flowing. It just dropped something. Getting that blood flowing to the right area, so when the embryo is in, hopefully again, it will stay there. So also it relaxes you, that's the other bonus. Now with the acupuncture that I had, basically I got there, we have a little chat. She's so lovely, I really like her. And then everywhere in there is success stories and pictures of babies and thank you cards from people that she's helped. So we have a little chat. Then you get on the bed and then she pops the little acupuncture needles. I had one on my head, I had one on my forehead, I had them in my hands, I had them on my legs, my toes, and then they vibrate. So she puts like an electrical pulse through them and they vibrate, and it basically just gets everything moving to the right areas. So then I was left to lie on the bed for about 20 minutes and listen to a relaxation CD. Now this CD I really liked. There was a part in it which talks about trying to get all stress out of your life and not letting outside influences impact you. Now, I'm a massive believer in positive thinking. I'm trying to be really positive throughout this whole IVF journey. And I really like the analogy, I suppose. Basically, it was thinking of yourself as if you're inside a glass-like dome, and the dome is going to protect you from anything that's trying to basically make you stressed, make you feel sad, make you feel emotional, anything at all that could get in your head and just make your journey a little bit rockier. And I quite like this for weight loss as well, because I think if you try and imagine like a dome around yourself, and every time someone tries to sabotage you or every time an emotion tries to trigger your eating, then just think, no, you can't get in. I'm not going to allow you to penetrate my glass dome. So I really like that, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to use that. So I did feel relaxed. Didn't feel any massive like benefits straight away in terms of, oh wow, I can feel that I've just had acupuncture, but it's not really about that. It's about what's going on internally. So what happens next is on the day that I go for my transfer, I go and see Jackie in the morning, so she fits me in before my appointment. So I go and see her in the morning, she gets everything ready, and then after the transfer you go back and you have another round of acupuncture. And I just think, wow, you know, the care that's going into that, I just think it's amazing. And if it helps, then brilliant. If it doesn't, what have you lost? You've not lost anything. And then while I was there, I also met her husband Ray, and I knew about Ray, and I knew that Ray specialised in yoga and Thai massage, but I'd never actually met him. And I just briefly said hello, because they both work for themselves, they both work from home, or Ray teaches yoga out and about as well. Really nice man. And after talking to Jackie, what we also thought would be a good idea is to have the specialised Thai massage the night before my transfer. So the evening before I'm going into hospital to have it, I'm going to go and see Ray, and I'm going to have a really relaxing Thai massage, which is great for your circulation, great for just making you feel relaxed in general. And then I'm going to come home, go to sleep, and then go to hospital the next day. So I really am trying everything. There's something else, which is the thing that I dropped, that Jackie talked to me about, was a Floridix. So Floridix it's quite a funny name, or Flora-Vital, is liquid iron and vitamin formula. It's got no yeast, no gluten, and it's basically like a food supplement. So it's got all different vitamins in, and it's just a little drink, and basically this is to help the reduction of tiredness and fatigue, but it also helps with your iron levels. So there's loads of stuff in this little bottle, and you're meant to take 10 millilitres, which is actually the whole bottle, and you're meant to take that before food every day. So that's every day you need to be taking that. So I'm going to try it. She gave me 2 free to try, and then if I want to buy it, then I will. Another little bit of advice that she gave me as well was after the transfer, just to make sure you're having a really good diet. Now luckily I've got that anyway, but she said afterwards it is quite a good idea to go a bit lighter on the carbs, so not eat many carbs, and then really aim to eat a lot of protein, so basically like an SP day. So I'm going to be doing that, and then just drinking loads of water. It's really important when you're having all this medication, all these hormones, and just for your general health and hydration in your body, to make sure you are drinking enough fluids as well. So keep everything crossed, people. I will keep you posted when I can and when I feel ready to talk about the next stage. Let's hope next time I look at that pregnancy test that it says pregnant, not pregnant. So it means I won't be able to drink over Christmas, but hey, that's fine. I will deal with that. So yeah, that's it. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Like I said, if you click show more, I'm going to put the details for Jackie down there if you wanted to get in contact with her. I'll put Ray's down as well, because if anybody fancies a Thai massage, then you might want to go and see Ray. So yeah, that's everything. So if you can like this video, it just really helps to support my channel. If you want to leave a positive comment below, then that's lovely, because I do read them and they do make me smile. Or if you know anybody at all that's going through IVF, then you might wish to share this video with them as well. It may just help them. I have kept a full diary from the day I started it right up until this point, and also a little bit about my history as well. And I think once the whole thing is done, I'm going to look at writing up the entire thing, just because for me, I tried to find different blogs and things that I could relate to, couldn't really find anything. And I think when you're going through IVF, it's really important that it's not all doom and gloom. I think it's important to try and stay positive and to read things that make you laugh, and that's what I want to try and do for other people. So watch this space on that as well. So again, thank you so much, and next time we speak, hopefully I will have some good news. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.